What's up? Everybody telling me, Karceno, you need to hit them up with one of your hood stories. And I say, yeah, it's been a minute. I think I probably did one since I've been home. Sure, I do a hood story for you. Try not to make it too long. But since I'm stuck in traffic, it's a good moment. Let's take it back to Grove Heights. Grove Heights story. Now, this is the high school days. I think this is like freshman year. So, like either freshman or sophomore year, one of them. But it's house party time. And anybody who know me know I didn't like house parties at all. And my boy Drew, he used to steal his parents' car all the time. Drew will tell you, Drew would take his mom's car at night, and he was to anybody's house he can get to that had a party. Me, I did not like parties. One bit. I like to stay at the crib, watch the Bulls game, play some Nintendo, or whatever. I was fine. I was straight. I did not need house parties with a whole big group of people. I'm a small group of people type guy. I've been in one prior to that. It was like one hood party I've been to, and I was like, okay, this is cool. It's too many people now, time to leave. I did not like hood parties. So we're in school, and of course this girl was like the it girl ever. And she was off like a lot of people's radar. And I'm like, man, I could come in under the radar and get this girl here. We got the same lunch period. I had my classes changed, so I ended up getting the same lunch period as this girl. And oh my goodness, it was like I hit the lottery. Not that $1.6 billion lotto, but for high school at that time, it was like you hit the lotto. So I'm like, yes, the notes are flying back. This before Texas and all that stuff. You know, we're going way back, like to the 90s, when people used to write letters and send them back and send messages through friends. So our friend sent the message back to my friend, and my friend was like, look, the girl, she said she might like you, but she don't know. Like, would you liking her or something? So I'm like, what? She said that to me? Like, is she trying to find out? What is she trying to find out from me first? Because then if I sit down and I say I like her, then she gonna say, nah, she don't like me? Like, what's the point of this? Oh man, I got a crazy message. Sorry about that. I'll get back to that later. I'll respond to that. But we sitting over here, right? And we're I'm getting ready to go and sitting back and forth with the letters. And check this box if you think she's cute. Check this box if you know the high school stuff. So I speed it along. So we go ahead and and they had a party. And it's like, look, so-and-so's throwing a party. Tasha's gonna be there. I'm like, Tasha's going? Are you 100% sure she's gonna be there? Because if she's there, then that's the only reason I would make the attempt to show up. And this is a Friday night. And see, the nerds, they already knew. Nerds, you ain't coming out the house at past 10, 9. So they already know. Nerds, they gonna get locked down. The cool people come out at night. So if you didn't show up to this party, you was gonna be classified as nerd for life. So I'm like, man, let me get this off my screen. So I'm like, I don't want to be classified as nerd for life. Plus the Bulls game is on. So I said, I know what, I'm gonna watch the Bulls game, and once the Bulls game is over, then I can make a beeline over there. But, you know, I gotta time this just right. So it was a Friday night, it was good. My mom was going out to the club, and it's club time for mom, so she was gonna be out all night. So I'm like, I could actually make this work. My grandparents go to sleep like birds. You know, my grandma gonna watch the Bulls game, and once that Bulls game over, that's it. So I was like, 10 o'clock, I can average it, kick it to about midnight at least, and get back before anybody noticed I was gone. So it was like house party when kid had to sneak out the house. So I can get out my back door without making a sound. But the thing is, I gotta leave that door open, because if somebody just in the middle of the night wake up and decide to check the doors, I'm done. Party is over. So I'm like, okay, that's open, no sound. I'm out the door, I'm out the gates, I'm around my house, and I'm on the road. Now, see, the thing is, back then, you would get picked up for being outside late. Like, back then, cops be, hey, what you doing? Or anybody else. So the thing is because the party was down on 103rd. But I didn't take 103rd. See, I knew I was smart. You know, I knew to take 99th Street to stay off the radar. So if I stayed 99th Street and stay off the radar, I knew I was in the clear. So I get up in the place, and sure enough, I'm thinking it's gonna be like house party. Everybody's and party jumping. I come in there, it's like my kind of setting, a little bit, not too many people, and I'm like, I don't see Tasha. And I'm looking at, you know, I'm looking for Tasha, and she had came out the bathroom, and she was there. And I guess she lied to some friend, told her parents she spent the night at some friend's house, and they ended up there. So I'm like, okay, she's here, but I gotta make it look like I didn't come just for her. So I'm saying what's up to people I don't know, you know. Hey, what's up? Yeah. You see the Bulls game? Yeah. Told you they suck. So we going through that exchange. So as we hitting that exchange up, man, these people can't drive. All they gotta do is stay in their lane. How hard is that? So I'm in there, you know, talking to other people. So I already know she's checking me out without this guy coming to tell me, my boy, hey, Tasha here. She's checking you out. I'm like, I know she's checking me out. Why you gotta come tap me on the shoulder, look at her, and tell me? Now she knows you telling me she's checking me out. Now I gotta look over there. And I look over there and go, hey, how you doing? You know, play it off cool. And now I'm thinking about is, okay, how much time I got to be here to do all this. So the music changing, nobody's dancing with nobody. The music going on down in the basement. And all of a sudden, people start talking, you know, eventually the party breaks down, you know, and everybody's having a good time, and the one side is blending with the other ones. And then my boy is asking me if Violet gonna talk to him, like, see what's up with Violet, man, see if she wanna. Violet, I don't like him, he ugly. I'm like, why in the hell are you running your mouth for like that in front of him like that? That's just disrespectful. You ain't no pride. I'm like, my gosh. So anyway, all this going on, good party and all this, and everybody talking about hanging out, and what's his name had the car. They was like, yeah, he got a car. He's spinning the key. Yeah, I got the car. He's spinning the, yeah, we gonna go for a ride. I can take the car whenever I want. So everybody, man, he got a car. Yeah, we gonna ride over there. And I was like, cool, when y'all go, can y'all drop me off when this party's over? He was, yeah, man, no problem. Yeah, man, I got this car, no problem. So our boy came over. He just stopped by too because he heard about the party. People just heard about it, was popping in. And at that time, it was everybody doing footwork, and look at his footwork, he's gone. Everybody doing their moves on the floor. And here come Antonio, I think Antonio Smith was his name. He came in there, he got the brand new jersey, like not the jersey, but the starter coat, the New York Giants. He got the Giants hat. He coming in there, everybody, man, look at this coat. And he was taking the attention of the room. They like, man, he gonna steal the attention away. Plus, he like your girl. I'm like, he like Tasha? He's like, yep. You see how she looked when he had that coat? I'm like, yeah, but Antonio, my boy, he wouldn't do nothing like that. He's like, I wouldn't trust him or her. Because now my buddy who was supporting the whole thing, since he couldn't get violent, now he trying to sabotage the whole thing. So now it's going to be, that's okay, you got me, buddy. No. I couldn't let that ride. I'm like, man, we got to get up out of here. So, sure enough, I don't know, fate had it. Somebody in there didn't like Antonio. They had problems at one of the third period or something. And he came up, yeah, man, what's all that noise? You was talking third period. He was like, man, fool, I'll fight you. I ain't scared of you. Well, you gonna have to fight me and my boys. We all here. Who you with? You said forget my boys too. He's like, I don't care. I'll fight them all. And I'm like, man, do we jump and help him? He is kind of cool with us. My boy was like, yeah, man, we should help. And I was like, you know what? We shouldn't even do this. And then the parents upstairs is stomping on the floor. Hey, we said a few people can come over. What's going on down there? And then Pops come down there with the belt on, belt unbuttoned. He coming in there. Look, I work from sun up to sundown. Now I said y'all can have this little shindig, but it's been shut down. If y'all don't know how to act, who is you? He talking to the guy over there. I told you don't come in my house no more. Did you remember me telling you that? Yeah, man. Yeah, you said that. Man, matter of fact, everybody go home. Everybody go home. So he trying to ride. Antonio trying to get her to ride with him. He was like, come on. Hey, you gonna ride with me? You know, we can go walk. And they was like, nah, that's okay. And my boy who had the car was like, I got the car tonight. Flicking the keys around his finger. I'm like, you still taking me to the crib, right? He's like, man, where you stay? I'm like, I stay like 2 minutes away. He's like, cause I gotta take them home. Tasha and them gotta go home. And I was like, well, I'm on the way on Tasha's house. So when you take her home, then you can take me home. He was like, all right, cool. So we up there lounging, we having a good time. We all going, Tasha sitting on my lap. We all packed up in the car like sardines. And my man with the starter coat, Antonio, was like, guess I'm walking. Like somebody's finna move over to let him in. I was like, sorry, man, it ain't my ride. Y'all just gonna let me walk by myself? You came here by yourself. So once he left, the other dudes was talking about jumping him. You know, I guess that's what happened because, you know, that's another story because that happened later on. I don't want to jump stories, but let's stay with this. So we getting to ride back to the crib, party's over. Next thing you know, we dropping people off. And me and Tasha, she's sitting on my lap, everything's smooth. And we taking people off, the car's lightening up, we talking. We got each other's home phone number, all that. And all of a sudden, everything going good, and we hit the corner. It was like, yeah, forget, man, I don't like these dudes over here. What y'all looking at? He hollering out the window. Next thing you know, we hit the corner, the car stopped, like, man, and it did it again. I'm like, did what again? You just yelled at these dudes out the window, and now we can't move? What's going on? No, it does this from time to time. He trying to stomp on the gas to get it going, it's just cruising. And then they, yeah, now what's up, fool? Yeah, now what's up, fool? I'm like, oh, man, you finna get us killed. We over here in Burnside. We buy Foremost Liquors, man. You finna get us killed. I'm like, man, you better ghost drive this thing down there. Do not hit the brakes. Let it coast us down as far as we can. Oh, man, we finna die. So, yeah, now what's up, fool? Talking all that noise. It was like, yo, man, we just maxing and cooling, man. What's going on? we ain't mean nothing. I'm just saying, y'all was staying. Man, and the cops showed up because they seen the commotion. So the cops get up there, man. He was like, what's going on? He's like, my car just stopped, officer. And we like, okay, everything cool. He was like, yeah, let me see your license and registration. Oh man, I forgot it. I was like, we going to jail. I'm like, oh man, we finna go to jail. I forgot it, officer. Oh man, this night got worse and worse. He was like, well, I can't let you drive these underage kids. Y'all look underage. I can't let you drive these underage kids nowhere. So y'all gonna have to. I'm like, you know what? I can walk, officer, no problem. Let me out right here. Our house is just up the street. He's like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna let you go. And he was like, yeah, man. He's like, but I'm gonna have to contact your parents about this car situation. So while they was doing all that, and contacting parents and all this other stuff, you got ooh man, where in the world? You got me trying to run home and get through the hood. And everybody see me running, I'm trying to get to the crib. So by the time I get home, it's like 12:15. I'm like, all right, please back door, be open. I open the door and boom. I'm like, uh-oh. The door had the one, you know, the other lock, the one that you put on there, the one you put over the lock and where you can open the door. And this is all my fault. When I opened the door and left it open, I had it where when you open it, it can hit that little the latch that go on, and I didn't push the latch all the way over, so it wouldn't hit there when I opened the door. Now I can't even slip in under the door. I'm all the way screwed. So I had to ring the bell. And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be monumental how I get out of this. So they came to the door. They was, boy, what you doing now? I was like, oh, I had to go to the garage to get something out of there. And I done locked myself out. They didn't even think about it. They were so sleepy. They just opened the door. They didn't think about nothing else. I'm like, all right, let me in. Good night. I was done. But it was a whole big mess the next day. Antonio Smith was, I got jumped. Y'all let me go and I got jumped because y'all wouldn't give me a ride. And I'm like, dude, I didn't. It's not my car, and the man was spinning the keys is driving, and he don't know you. I couldn't vouch for you. The car was packed, and his car broke down. I don't even know what happened with him. He didn't have a license, all kind of stuff, but he was, y'all left me and I got jumped, and they took my starter coat. I'm like, and I'm going to get it back. He grabbed a pipe and decided he was finna head to Corliss High School. But that's another story for another day. I'm out.